Peter exemplifies what most of us do when life calls us out of our comfort zone and makes our faith look foolish. We have a tendency to want to go back to something familiar, something safe, something we feel like we do well, something we can handle. Peter says, I don't know what the rest of you chumps are going to do, but I go a fishing. Now you must understand that he wasn't going fishing like you go fishing. You go fishing because it's a stress reliever, it's a vacation, it takes your mind off of things, and it's quiet and it's calm and it's natural, and you hook up with nature and you go fishing to compose your thoughts and become one with the elements. Peter wasn't interested in becoming one with the elements. Fishing was what he had done before. It was what he had exceeded in. It wasn't just that he was a fisherman, he was a businessman. He was a successful businessman. He was an affluent businessman. He not only owned one ship, he had multiple ships. He had all kinds of people working for him. He went back to what he was doing before faith had messed up his life. I go a fishing means I'm going back to something I know that I know that I know that I know I can do well. And that's what all of us do when we're threatened and intimidated. We run back to our comfort zone and we try to go back into doing something that we feel that we do successfully, because nobody is attracted to doing something that you fail at. Oh, I wish you were here with me this morning. So Peter said, I tell you what, this is getting crazy. This Jesus stuff is getting out of hand. I go fishing. Even in his frustration, his fear, and his confusion, he's still a leader. He's so much a leader that these other disciples said, I tell you what, I'm going with you. Now, I understand why Peter wouldn't go fishing, but Matthew was a tax collector. Luke was a physician. And yet here come all of these boys buying into him, because leaders, even when you're confused, your leadership ability is still there, and people will follow you down or up, depending upon which way you go. Oh, I wish I had some leaders in this house. That's why the enemy has you on the hit list, because he knows that you have influence. Leadership is all about influence, and if he can make you throw up your hand and walk away, somebody else is going to follow you and walk away too. Peter said, I go a fishing. And the other fellow said, hey man, we're with you. Let's get out here on the boat. Check things out. Be cool. Be cool. It'll come to us what to do. We've lost everything. Fooling with this Jesus. And he dead. What in the world are we going to do? And Peter says, I'm good at this. I can get all y'all a job. Everything's going to be all right. Come on, man. I know this works. But what do you do when something you know works? I got a word for somebody today. I got a word for somebody today. See, we often talk about the God who opens doors. We brag about how he sets before you an open door. And the Lord, child, you get on the phone. Child, the Lord just opened the door for me. I want you to pray for me. I need God to open up a door. Oh, girl, I need you to shout with me. God just opened up a door. He opened up a door. Oh, I got the check in the mail. I got the job. I got the opportunity. I got the leave. The contract with God. Open up a door. Woo! God, you are door opening God. Yeah, he may be, but he also shuts doors. He's a God that closes doors. And I believe that often he closes more doors than he opens. Because when God opens the door, you don't need him to open but one. But when God closes the door, he has to close a whole lot of doors for you to see which one you ought to go in. Oh, y'all don't hear what I'm saying to you. God will slam a door in your face, shut the door and say you can't go back in. That's why you have to be careful about being a Christian, because once you commit your way unto the Lord, there are some things that you can never go back to being again, because God shut the door. Slap somebody and tell him he's going to shut some doors. When God shuts the door, you can't go back. Now hear me good. You can cry, You can worry, you can fret, you can agonize, but you can't go back. Once you know that you know that you know who Jesus is and what he's able to do and how he's able to change your life, even though walking with him got you in trouble, you can't go back to being who you were before, because once God breaks you out of stuff, he breaks the mold you came from, and you'll never fit back in the slot. My God, who am I preaching to today? Brother Holloway, I look like a fool going back to Vandalia Elementary School and going in my first grade class where Miss Deals was teaching me how to write and trying to sit my big hind end in that little bitty chair. It used to fit, but it don't fit anymore. There are some places that you used to fit that you can't fit anymore. And if you try to get back in them, you're going to find out that God has shut the door, shut the door, shut the door. God will shut the door.